All right, I think the stream is running. Is it a bit buggy? Uh, it's working. Just give me a second. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, today. So yesterday we did a streaming challenge. We did a crazy blender challenge, which was great. We're not doing it. Well, we are doing it again, but just not today. Today we'll actually do something reasonable, because I feel like if I only do stupid challenges, everybody's gonna think I am actually that bad at modeling, which, let's be honest, I actually am. So, yeah, I will redeem myself with sometimes making more high quality stuff. So, okay, I'm gonna switch to PureRef real quick. We're gonna be recreating this landscape. It's sort of a landscape study. It's a bit easier than coming up with your own, or like making a mix and mash of multiple references. We're just gonna do this one. We'll try to recreate it as closely as possible, but I won't be spending like an infinite amount of time on this. So I have the photo still here in the bottom of my stream, so you can always like um, see what we're working on. But yeah, for the people that just joined, we're making a completely normal landscape study. We're not doing any weird challenges today. That will be for some other time. So yeah, I'll be using probably, I'm gonna use Geoscatter. I might use BlenderKit for some trees. Not gonna do the grass or the trees like from scratch. That's a bit too much. And yeah, we'll see how we do the um, river. But okay, let's just start. When I do stuff like this, and I like to do stuff like this, I just start with a simple plane and like a camera. Um, let's reset this here. And we are making a study, but we don't need to copy like everything, like the we don't need to make the camera lens like the focal length perfect or something. I think for this photo that might be something like it might be more than 50. It's like very flat, the image, but let's stick with 50. um let's put it here like at an angle. Let me just, I need to push around my windows so I can see the stream. And let's save this. Over the course of the years, I've developed this weird, like, urge to press Control S, because I once got very traumatized by not pressing Control S, and I lost a lot of work. And since then, I have this weird OCD like thing where I just have to press save like 1,000 times. Um, Otherwise, I'm not happy. Okay, so what I'd like to do also is I'm gonna keep this on one screen so you can always see what I'm doing, but I like to have one like window that's always in the camera so I can just, have both views at the same time. So I'm thinking, where should we put that? Maybe let's put it maybe here. Something like this. Guess that's fun. And I'm gonna make this a bit bigger so I can see it better. Alright, so the first thing I was thinking is we're gonna split up the environment into planes, we're gonna first of all make this green field that we can see here. And then we will do the mountain in the background, then we'll do the river, the thing next to the river. Alright, so this is making like an arch, so I'm just really bare bones modeling it here. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish this in one session, by the way. We'll see. Alright, and here, down here, now I can see, you know, how I have to model the arc, and I can also see that, first of all, this needs to be bigger. Way bigger, actually. And probably more curved as well. And also the camera, I noticed, needs to be more higher up. And look sort of downwards so we can see more of the actual curve. And then this goes something like so, like the curve is sort of in the middle of the frame. Like this section here should be more in the middle. This we can sort of just pull outwards. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. I always like to have like a nice flow to the polygons, even if it's not really necessary here. Yeah, I think this is good. We have this curve now. It actually might be too far. Yeah, I should be more like so. And this should be farther back. Yep, let's try this. Okay, now we have sort of the base plane. We have this section here now, and we're gonna make the mountain now, which will be just a large plane. Like the thing is, for this mountain, we only need like a spawning sort of plane for our trees. We're gonna use geoscatter and like the tree pack. And we don't really need a ground, it's detailed because the trees cover it up. So what I like to do is I get my base plane and I sort of just extrude this outwards, and then I separate it. Whoops. Yeah, I just imported a sofa. That's not good. And I'll just align these a bit more nicely. Yeah. What we'll also do after this now is check the scales, because the scales are super important too. I don't know how big, you know, like what the distance here is. I guess we can just guess. So the mountain, it sort of goes downwards. Also, don't worry, we will add more polygons and stuff to it. I'm just really doing it like bare bones now. Something like this. And now, yeah, that looks good. Maybe a bit too far down, actually, like so. Yeah, something like this. And now, okay, now we're gonna take another look at the image. And we're just gonna think. So from here to, let's say here, I have to say it might be like, could be 30, could be 20, though actually it's not, I don't think it's that far. I think it just looks like it's that far. I think it might be 30, 40 meters or something, or maybe 50. Yeah, let's go with 40 or something. I think that's fine. So let's just make a cube. And no, wrong axis. Let's set this to 40 meters. Okay, and we can see I did the scaling wrong. This is important because obviously how the light behaves and stuff. It's important that the scaling is correct. So let's actually put the cursor on the camera. Whoops, set this to cursor. Great, okay, this is now 40 meters this here. And actually nothing changed because we scaled it, you know, along the camera, so we don't have to reposition this again. Let's reset the cursor. Sorry, my bad. I forgot to switch the blender. So what I did, what I did is I made a cube that's 40 meters long, and then I put the cursor on the camera, and then I scaled everything along the cursor, so just that nothing changes for the actual camera view, because we like the way we framed it. Yeah, I think that looks decent. I think the camera still could be higher up. Yeah. We have an island, or not an island, but the other side of the river. So let's just grab this here and just extrude that. And let's just reuse it. I think it should be, yeah, something like this, and then this should stick out more, like so. I think the river in the background thins a bit. Yeah, something like this, actually. And something I can always recommend when doing stuff like this is, because I'm doing a mistake right now, but it's fine if we notice it beforehand. I have this view here with the camera, and since we don't have the pass-partout or whatever you like, however you pronounce it, isn't enabled, I sort of think that this is also inside the camera view, which it isn't. So if we go to viewport display and set this to 1, we get the actual camera view, and we see this isn't like correct. So let's move it back a bit. And I think actually the focal length might be like 30. No. I don't know, 40. Does 40 even exist? Well, I guess if you have a zoom lens for sure. But for photography, I'm not sure if like 40 is a thing. Let's move it down again a bit. This is, by the way, this is important. You know, if you're doing a study like this, we only need the base shapes to make the camera work, because this is how I usually do it. I make the base shapes, I position the camera, and I don't really touch it anymore. Like, I just add the details like the grass and stuff, and I don't change the camera too much. So let's see, the horizon line, oh well, not the horizon, the ground line in the background is not in the middle. So let's turn on the, yeah, then we're good, I think. But I'm not too sure about the focal length that I have right now. Let's try 40. We'll see. It'll be a bit easier to tell once we have some trees in there. All right, now we have to actually start shaping this a bit. Let's separate these. And first, let's extrude this a bit. That's where the sort of sand will be. Let's give this some mesh. Yeah, and then I like to use the multi-resolution modifier. Just crank that up. Okay, it's set to 3 now. Yeah, so I like to work my way up. So this is fine for now, and I'll do some rough sculpting, and then I'll add more. So let's go into sculpt mode, and I'll be looking at my ref. I mean, it's pretty flat, but obviously it's not entirely flat, so let's just give this some random, random bumps, and don't overdo it. Like really make it random. Smooth it a bit, use some flatten here and there. Because this is too much here. Always look at the camera. I sometimes also like to sculpt from the camera. Sort of try to simulate how the ground would probably look. Like if there's more water here, the water would probably rise, and well, like if it would rain, the water would rise and it would sort of push outwards, and then when it gets less and less, it might pull in back to the original size of the river. So I guess the shape could be sort of like engravings, because the water obviously drags back a lot of the dirt. So we can sort of try to shape it like that. I mean, you could also do like a Houdini erosion simulation. Like in general, I can also recommend using Houdini for stuff like this, but it's not necessary. You don't need to use Houdini for everything. But honestly, I really like using Houdini for like environment stuff. It's really, really nice. Especially if like you're doing a basis in Houdini, then maybe in Blender you do some sculpting, just to patch it up. Yeah, so this is definitely too much here in the back. Way too much. See which. It was hard to tell like what part this is because the lens squishes the image so much. I think it's, yeah, it's somewhere here. Yeah, it's this here. Let me just check if the stream is still working properly, because I had some issues before. Yeah, okay, good. You see that what we're doing here is very subtle. That's fine, because I mean the grass plane here is very flat, and once we add the grass, we can always go back and reshape this a bit. But yeah, we're just doing like a first detailing work. Okay, so this island here, I'm not sure. I don't think I need to really do much here because it's completely covered up. So for now, I'll leave it. I'll just extrude this maybe downwards, give it some thickness. Something like that maybe. And yeah, we'll also give this more terrace. I really like using multi-resolution for stuff like this, for environments, because you just don't have to worry about anything. Oh, okay, this is weird. Because you can always go back. I think this river is very, very, like, not steep at all. I think, actually, I think it's so, I don't know what the English word is, but it's not steep at all, so I think we could even connect these guys. Let me think how this works with the multi-res. Shouldn't these have the same amount of vertices? Yeah, this might mess with the multi-resolution, unfortunately. That's the only annoying downside. I hate it when this stuff happens. So these are inverted. But yeah, we'll be adding grass soon, and then this scene will very quickly look very different. That important that looks back here. Alright, let's try and add a plane for the water. Also, let's see how the multi-resolution keeps up. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's not that important anyways, because we won't see it. It's just so that, like, when we spawn the grass on the plane, so that it has just, like, a few bumps here and there. We won't actually see any dirt because there's so much grass here. And actually, I'm wondering how well this will look, work while streaming. I'm still having the issue where when I render in cycles, my mic is making weird noises, so can't really talk while having the render view on, which kind of sucks, but I haven't fixed that yet. Alright, so we definitely have to push this back here. And this needs to be pushed forward. A bit flatter. Yeah. We're getting there. We have to be patient. And a lot of what I'm doing might seem super sketchy. Like I'm just placing random loops and the topology isn't really that clean, but keep in mind the way I'm thinking is this is only these are only like the spawners for the grass, so it really doesn't matter what the topology is down there. Actually, it shouldn't be too high res because that would be very unnecessary. So we need to add more polygons here. I hope the multi-resolution doesn't mess up here. It shouldn't. It should just work, hopefully. Yeah, I think we are getting there. Let's also give this one a multi-res, by the way. So we also have to look at the mountain now. This is what we'll do next. So obviously for the spawn of the trees, this can't be a flat plane. We actually need to make the actual shape of the mountain. And I wish I could paint over this. I don't think, does PureRef have like a feature for painting? Like, there's a node feature. I don't know. I don't think so. Whatever. So from the top view, I think what this would look like is it goes like this in the back, and then there's like a bump sort of outwards. Then it goes back in again and something like this, because there's like this huge bump here that goes down. So let's try and mimic that. Thinking, should I do this with the sculpting? Yeah, let's start with the sculpting. It's easier. And I always look at the camera, because we're doing a study, we're studying exactly that image, and so yeah, we definitely want to replicate this. Don't worry, I'll use the grab tool once. Put it down a bit. Forward. It's kind of annoying that it does that. Okay, yeah, this messes up the multi-res. It's like the only downside. We'll also tweak this again once we have the trees on there, but we're just doing like a rough basis now. So yeah, just sculpt this. You know, it doesn't need to be super clean what we're doing here. It's totally fine. Just bring in some randomness here. And actually what I forgot, this is also important, like pushing this back. Because if you don't do that, you will see in the render that it's sort of, there aren't any trees that are sort of behind like the mountain, and it will give away the illusion. So definitely make sure to always do that. There's like a groove here almost, so it goes sort of inside. But then I think it comes like back out again. But this isn't even really visible in the camera, but I just like to do a bit of extra just in case we move the camera a bit more. And I think that's fine for now. Like I try to always not stick too much to the same place, like just jump around your project and like don't be focused too much on the same spot for too long. I can't say that often enough, because you'll get like tunnel vision and that'll just suck. Okay, now we we have the rough planes. Let's look at the ref again. Yeah. I think that's fine. Just give me a second. All right. So what we can do next is, or what I like to do next is get like the first lighting. Just so I can try and mimic at least the sun direction. Problem now though is that I might be able to use EV. I'll have to test this because I don't know if if the stream is fucked up when I use cycles, but I guess let's just try it. I'll have to check that on the stream actually in a second. Okay, so for me, I can hear myself normally on the stream. Should be fine. Yeah, should be fine. I will also need an HRI, so oh, let's load in an environment texture. Stream is working fine. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Hello, welcome to the stream, by the way. All right. You can't you can't see my HRI library. Whatever. I'm just picking I'm just picking something with the correct sky value. For the actual rendering, I will go into After Effects and then put in a different background anyways. So I'm just trying to pick the correct blue. I think this might be good. Yeah, but the lanes are super blue now. There's white. Alright, so the sun direction seems to be from this direction, I think. Something like this, yeah. And I'm just noticing that I'm not getting the correct lighting, so this actually needs to be... What is it? Why is this inverted? Wait, are the normals flipped here? Wait, no, wait, okay, strange behavior. Let's just stick around till here. Push this around a bit. Yeah, this position is better. Yeah, this is a lot better. And now we need to smooth it a bit. Yeah, let's go with this for now. Yeah, I wanted that sort of light streak here, like that reflection here, and a bit more darker here. I think the lighting is fine. Sun could probably be a lot stronger though. It's very bright in this scene. Okay, now we kinda can start adding foliage and stuff. Though let's first of all actually let's add a water material. And I'm thinking, should we use Blender Kit for this? Like, should we use a Blender Kit material? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's save some time. I'm stupid. What do you use this for? Is it like a game? This is just for the stream, I guess. It's like it's a study. I'm taking an image and I'm sort of studying the environment and trying to recreate it. This is really just helpful for learning in general. It's kind of I don't know if it's the way you need to do it, but at least this is the way I learn to do environments and stuff. I just look at pictures, I try to break them down, and then I try to recreate them in 3D. And yeah, you learn a lot. All right, let's try this material. Give me a second. All right, I'm back. But yeah, it's not a stupid question. No, there are no stupid questions. So you're new to 3D. That's perfect. Then you're on the right channel. My content so far is, I'd say, more for newer people, maybe. I mean, it could also be for advanced people, I guess. So I'd say. All right. So the water, I don't know if I like it. We might have to do it ourselves. Okay. This is volume absorption. Yeah, this might be a bit better. Okay, I don't like the curvature that we have. We need to put this out. Thank you. You have a nice day as well. Should be more like this. Shouldn't be so rigid. Yeah, great. I guess we'll start adding some grass. So for the grass, I'll probably duplicate this plane actually. I'll just call this, I don't know, spawner or something. And you could, take this whole plane, add geoscatter and do like the vertex paint stuff, but I'm just gonna split these things up here. I don't really want to mess with that. Alright, so we can delete this because we still have the original ground. Yeah, this is fine. So we have this and this part, and we'll just put these in like a spawner collection or something. Now we'll go to geoscatter. So geoscatter, then let's pick this mesh here. Also, let's decrease Ah, wait, what? Just disable this? Yeah, I think it's fine if we don't really need multi-res here. And actually, I'd like to go into the libraries. So let's go to Geoscatter. I also can't see this. That sucks. Yeah, I'm just in the preferences right now. Um, just picking out some grass. I don't know if we even have the right grass for this. See, now that I'm looking at this, we kind of need high grass. But yeah, Geoscatter is a great add-on. I can absolutely recommend it. There's some free packages as well, which is great. Okay, there, yeah, I think I have some graphs that's kind of similar. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy a pack now for the stream. Maybe I will. We'll see. Hide the scatter system. Yes. Um. Okay, now we have that, and it's all disabled because it's probably way too responding way too much right now. So let's set this to 1 maybe, and let's try and see what it does. Okay, that's actually very interesting that it spawns everything. That actually doesn't make any sense. That's crazy. What is this, a bug? I've never seen this before. That's not annoying at all. It's spawning the grass everywhere right now. Let me think. Does it still have like some weird geodata? It shouldn't, alright. Oh, I probably picked the. I'm stupid. Yeah, I picked the wrong mesh. Whoops, it's my bad. Let's reapply the grass. Set this to 10. Jesus Christ, 10 is already so much. Holy fuck. Yeah, let's try to disable this again. So the thing with managing scenes like this with the grass, it's actually quite a pain. There are some tools that we can use, like the, what was it called? Is it cam optimization? Yeah. This definitely helps a lot. And I just like to fiddle with, with the distribution amount and also with the scale, because right now these are so small. It doesn't even make any sense for them to be this small. But let's just try and enable only the wheat, because we kind of only need the tall grass anyway. Is this the tall grass? No, it's not. Yeah, it's this one. I'm not sure what the color of this will be. I think we can change it. Yeah, that's fine. We'll mix this with other grass, scale up the other grass, and add maybe some flowers or something. So let's go into a... Should we just do a uniform scale? Maybe let's just try. Let's make this bigger. Oh. Let's just try and match the height of the grass with the photo. Something like this, and increase the amount a bit, and just see how this looks. Somebody's writing no voice. You should be hearing me. At least OBS is telling me that. Or is it because of I'm in render view now? No, I can hear my voice in the stream. Should be fine. Okay, great. Okay. So let's look at this in render view again. Okay, I checked the stream now. Yeah, so it's lagging when I'm in cycles and rendering, so let's try to not do that too many times. You're really good eyes. Thank you very much. That's very, very nice. Thank you. I try my best. Yeah, this looks okay. The color isn't right. Honestly I've never changed the grass color because I never had to, but I think we can just go into the later on we'll go into the materials or something. I don't know if you can change it here. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff we can do. We can actually display the grass as like just stuff, which is a lot easier for the viewport performance. Let's maybe change it to, I don't know, something like, yeah, let's not change it to this. Yeah, stuff like this. That looks good. Thanks for joining the stream, by the way. And now we will do the trees. I like to, you know, we will get back to the grass. We will have to add a lot more detail to the grass, like more layers and stuff. Like some bit of flowers and bit of more height variation. But I just like to, you know, first we add a bit of grass here, then like a bit of the forest here, and then we'll just jump back and forth and add more detail to it. I also want to make something like this, but I'm a beginner. Well, then you're at the right place. This is, I guess, kind of like a tutorial. It's actually, it's quite simple. I think the hardest part in creating a landscape like I have in the bottom left, it's not like the technical aspects, because making a plane is, you know, it's not hard, or like having geoscatter and adding like a bit of grass is quite easy, but it's really more about studying the environment and really being able to recreate the realistic aspects of it, like the sort of the ratios of the sizes, like all these bumps, these need to be the correct size, and it just need to have the correct flow, because obviously nature isn't random. This is all like erosion and stuff, and the more you look at like nature and try to recreate it, the better you will get at it. So it's just all about doing this for hours every day. So yeah, I mean, if you want to do stuff like this, obviously watch my streams, watch my tutorials. I'll do more landscape stuff in the future for sure. But the most important thing is just practicing. And yeah, the way I did it is just try and do studies of images, like get an image that you like and just try to replicate it. If you fail, try again with another image, just until you're able to do it. All right, so let's duplicate this and move it into the spawner. And forest, and now I'll go back into geoscatter and we'll just add a basic forest. I think we'll pick this biome here. And we're using geoscatter. Just honestly, I like put down the distribution as much as possible and then work your way up. Otherwise, your PC is gonna absolutely explode. Uh, see how this looks. Did it even spawn anything? Feel like it didn't work here for some reason. I think maybe because of the Muteras, probably actually. Definitely I watch it to want to be good anime. Thanks for the sub, dude. Yeah, I will produce a lot of stuff in the future. In the near future. Working on it. Heavy objects detected. That's okay. Uh, I'm wondering though. It's saying it detected a heavy amount of, polygons, but um, it's not really making any trees though. Maybe we need to apply the scale. Yeah, always apply scale. it's always the same. It's always this issue. Okay, now we have. Sorry, let me turn down the turn off the cycles because I'm lagging on some rendering on stream. That's super annoying. I need to fix that. I'm not sure right now why the scale is so wrong because we do have the correct scaling for the scene, but it's spawning the trees with not the correct size, which shouldn't be normally, but whatever. Let's just put it to 0.1 or something and instances. Very strange. I'm not sure why it's behaving like that. Oh, this is just a random scale. Oh, this shouldn't make any difference. Oh god. Oh, minimal scale. I think this might. Yeah, this should be. Is this a new setting? Or am I stupid? This was it all along. Let's turn this to 1. Let's just see how this looks. Yeah, these are way too small now. Maybe more like this. Yeah, I think more like this. The great thing about GeoScatter is we can add more polygons on the go to us. I'm just noticing I should have probably. I'll duplicate this again. I made a mistake. We should apply the Moteras because otherwise we don't really get like the correct shaping that we worked so hard on. It's time for the scale again. I don't. What was this set to? 0.3? Was it 0.4? Which one? Yeah, this might. Yeah, I think this was right. Add more instances. We even get a tree here, which wasn't even intentional. That's funny. Yeah, I think this is looking good. However, I'll have to take a quick break. Let me just make it text real quick. My kittens are yearning for food. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I have returned. Kittens eat so much fucking food, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Alright, let's turn the render off. Okay, we have a forest, sort of. And now we'll actually go back to the grass. And something that's important is we do not want the spawners to actually render. So we'll go to visibility and turn them off for the camera. Actually, we'll turn them off for everything. Alright, let's take a look at the grass. Oh, Alright, so what I'm noticing is that we don't have enough height variation, and this is also probably because the spawner, because we didn't apply the multi-res. I don't know why I didn't apply the multi-res. It's actually very weird that I didn't do that, but I guess we'll just go back and resculpt this, so whatever. Actually, let's use this subdivision tool. Oh, let's just add subdivision surface, I guess. That also works. And let's go into scope mode, and then we just make some rough bumps, and then we smooth them out again, and we might have to add more subdivisions again. So I explained this before as well, but I don't think anybody was viewing at the time anyways. So the thing with the river here that you can see in the left bottom. So, I mean, obviously when it rains and there's more water, the water level obviously rises and it sort of covers the entire area. And when there's a low tide again, the water goes back. And when it does that, it sort of pulls a lot of the dirt with it. So we can, I mean, we don't really have to. It's like maybe an unnecessary detail for this scene specifically. But when sculpting, I mean, instead of just doing random stuff, you can actually think about how this would affect the earth here. So what we can do is can try and make like ridges that, or like bumps that are sort of flowing towards the river, right? So it makes a lot more sense because the bumps wouldn't be like, it might be here, maybe there's like a puddle, was like a puddle or something, but it probably makes more sense that the water sort of from the mountain drifted downwards again. Like from that direction it goes back to the river when there's a low tide. So I think it makes more sense to make the bumps like this. And as I said before, I mean, you could just use Houdini and do like an erosion simulation, which is definitely the right way for making a realistic environment. But not everybody has Houdini or is able to use it, so it's fine. Actually, the funny thing is, we can actually look at a render that I made that's actually very similar to this scene. I didn't even notice that. Just came to mind. So let me just give me a second. I'll put this into PureRef. It's an old scene. I'm not really too happy with it anymore, but whatever. For the purpose of the stream, we'll take a look at it. So I made this render here, and actually this was done in Houdini. So like not entirely, just I just did the mesh, and then I added all the vegetation in Blender. But yeah, I did some basic erosion environment, but I wanted to keep it kind of stylized too. Like this looks very unrealistic, but it looks sort of, I don't know. I just like the way it looked. But I didn't want it to be completely realistic. And here I made this. I sort of manually did this in Houdini with like a curve, and I pushed it downwards. I pushed the points downwards, and then I did a bit of erosion on top of that. So you can make like in Houdini, you can sort of create a base environment that might not be super realistic, and on top of that you can do an erosion simulation, so you still get like realistic erosion, which is so great, super nice to work with. But yeah, I didn't even notice that this environment, like even the curve of the river, it's very similar to what I did. It wasn't on purpose. Or you're really good. I just said, why don't you have I don't have a million, that would be crazy. Thanks, you're very nice. It's very nice of you to say. I mean, it just started. The subs will hopefully come at some point. Maybe. I don't know. Would be cool. But yeah, I'm just doing this for fun. Like, I freelance full time, so I'm not really trying to make money of YouTube, it's fine if I'm not able to. It would be great, obviously, because then I can do more and better videos and spend more time on it. Alright, let's see how this looks now. Hmm? Yeah, we're getting a lot more bumps, but I'm still not happy. I'm not happy with that yet. Yeah, I'm a freelancer, yeah. Well, I am for like 1.5 years now, which is not that long, but it's not easy. It's actually not easy getting jobs and just paying your bills. You always has to sort of look around and find new clients and stuff. It's yeah, not easy. Camera. That was too much. Let's raise this a bit again. I think we need to smooth this out again a bit. This was a bit too much now. Uh, wait, what just happened? I'm not sure what shortcut I just pressed that this broke. Alright. We're still having this weird bump. Okay. Okay, I see it now. Should be way flatter. Do I make animations? Yeah. I mean, not like character animations. I would love to do character animation. I just haven't gotten to learning it. It's like really the master level of 3D doing like character stuff. But I do product animations, yes, like everything besides character animation at the moment. I've worked on like a movie, but we did lots of it with motion capture and just a bit of manual animating. But besides that, I haven't done a lot of character animation. Um, I mean, I have a web page where there's some stuff. But yeah, mainly product animations, I'd say. Yeah. I'm also planning on doing some tutorials for creating some product animations, like more managing complex scenes, because I feel like that's super overwhelming for a beginner. Like having a scene, animating lots of stuff, having multiple cameras, how do you manage your files and stuff. I feel like that's super overwhelming. Yeah, I think we're good here. This looks good. I'm happy. I don't want to spend too much time on this. This is perfectly fine now. So, okay, let's make the spawners invisible. I think the grass should still run around. Nope, it doesn't. Oh, because I turned it off. I'm stupid. Actually, we can probably delete this now, right? Since yeah, okay, let's maybe tweak the material color a bit. It doesn't fit at all right now. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think you can change the color here. Apparently not, so we have to go into the assets here. You can just go to instances here, and then you can look at what asset we're using, and like what sort of collection. So we just go and look for this collection. It should be this, I think. And then you can sort of jump there and you get sort of the asset. And then we should also get the material. And now we can go and try and change the color. Yeah, should be here. Actually, so there's a different way. Let's leave it the way it was. Let's see if I completely destroyed everything. Better, but way too red. Way too red. Holy shit. Okay, I'll probably not talk for a bit now because I'm lagging when I'm rendering, but yeah, I'm just adjusting the color now. And I'm done. Okay, it was really just a scattering, or what is it? I think it's some sort of a scattering. Or something changed? No, it's just a base color. Okay. Yeah, great. So I think the color was okay. Let's turn this off again. And now we can sort of... Can we copy this just? Like, can we take it and... Yeah, okay. Base system synchronous, yeah, exactly. And Geoscatter is just absolutely like, it's so great. Right, so I shouldn't have applied the scale. Well, you should apply scale, but you know, it looks fine the way it was, so let's go back a few steps. Oh yes, the Google crash. That's the only problem working with Geoscatter. I mean, it's like not the add-on's fault, it's just so much it needs to calculate. Okay, let's copy this again. There you go, because of some work. Have a good day. Yeah, thanks. Thanks so much. Have a good day, and I'll see you hopefully again on the channel. No, your English is perfectly fine. Thanks for watching. It's very nice. See ya, man. Have a nice day. I will definitely have to go back to this section here, but I can actually do it, I guess. Because right now it doesn't look great. And we sort of have to adjust this area here as well, because right now we sort of... it's way too bumpy. Yeah, this is looking promising. We will have to add like a mask or something, because it shouldn't spawn on the sand. I'm thinking now, should I just be lazy and make a separate plane for the sand? Yeah, I think so, right? I think I'll be lazy. Nobody will see it. It's fine. This is kind of annoying now to do. Actually, I think I'll just model descent from scratch again. It's better to do it this way. And I don't think you'll like be able to notice that the sand is, you know, a separate plane because we have lots of grass, and we'll sort of try to hide it. It'll be fine. Like, these sections are not easy to do. It's actually a lot of work to make like an actual ground that fades to sand and so on, because you'd need to, you know, you'd first of all need to sculpt it correctly, and then you'd need to texture paint it so that you have dirt that fades to sand, which requires a lot of work, and we don't want to do this right now. So I just have to do some trickery. I don't think this river was very steep. It's not steep at all. Now we get sort of this sand bank or whatever. I don't know what it's called in English. And to the left, we actually don't have a lot of sand because so the water here, we have the water here, and then we see a bit of sand here. So it's sort of the ground of the river goes outwards very smoothly, but it's more abrupt. So we have here like a ledge. So the sort of the water starts to erode underneath of this sort of island. So we have like an overhang here. Like all the tricky details that are really not that easy to do. Look for a simple sand material. Or maybe like gravel. Like gravel sand. Yeah, sandy gravel. That's what we need. to be a lot brighter. Let's use multi-res here again. Because we need a lot of detail here. Otherwise the the water shape looks so weird. It should look completely different. We can try and see if Banakit has cool brushes. This is not an ad, by the way. This, it's just very handy to use. Let's see if we have some, I don't know, sand maybe, some sand brush. Like a grunge. Actually, I just need grunge. Okay. Like mud. Right. Okay. Oh, maybe this. I don't know. You might be thinking, why am I using a rock brush for sand? I just need grunge here, so we need sort of very jaggy lines here. So I'm just getting whatever brush I can find, and then I'll smooth it out or something, and it won't look like a rock. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, this is the way it's modeled. Okay. Yeah, this works somewhat. We'll need to smooth it out. Mm-hmm. This looks fine. It's just that I don't like to fall off. Better. It's better, but we'll definitely have to add more detail to that. But let's just see how this looks with the grass now. We can't even see it, but it's kind of these details that will be important, so we will add a lot more detail here. I'm just wondering, why is this so red again? I thought I changed it. Pretty sure I changed it. Yeah, I don't know. Ah, because I did a lot of undos. Sure. Mm-hmm. We're getting there. I see that the final result will be great. But I think I'll call it quits now. It's been 1.5 hours now. But we'll get there, yeah. Just needs a lot of tweaking still. But yeah, thanks for following the stream, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.